The Ladies European Tour's in Spain for its second of 3 visits to the country this year. We're in the coastal town of Sitges, a stunning resort just south of Barcelona. Known for its beaches, night spots and historical sites, the LET delighted to be back at the Club de Golf Terramar for the 3rd successive year. And plenty of star power for this year's Estrella Damm Mediterranean Ladies Open. Another step towards history perhaps for Esther Henseleit, the German on course to win the Rookie of the Year race and Order of Merit title. From Solheim Cup duty to battling one another in Sitges for Captain Katrina Matthew and Spanish superstar Carlota Ciganda. From the exuberance of the sensational Sunday in Scotland and a victory that would long be remembered, to focusing once again on winning individual titles. Hello and a warm welcome to round 1 of the Estrella Damm Mediterranean Ladies Open. I'm Richard Kaufman alongside Alison Whittaker. Beautiful day, Ali. Fair to say, though, different test this year.
It absolutely is. It's a joy to be back as ever, but this is the best I've ever seen this golf course look. The rough is lush, and they have incredible coverage in terms of grass, and it's just playing much harder as a result. If you're off the fairway, you're going to pay for it.
Going nicely, though, the 26-year-old Italian, Avanzo. Couple of birdies, one drop shot, just short there at 70. Also going well, Beth Allen.
Yeah, good to see her playing nicely. This one on track. Ooh, pops in another there at the 9th. Gets to 2 under par.
A couple of 77s, I should say, last week in France. So good to see Beth showing some form.
From the bunker, Esther Henseleit. Went a little off the boil, 3 straight miscuts during the summer, but you know what, she's just having such a good year, and what's up for grabs for her this year with your Order of Merit, Rookie of the Year title? Can she get it done?
Back to Stefania Avanzo. Well done, because it was a little bit of a tester after that first one. 2 top 10s on the Access Series this year, looking to bring that kind of form to the main tour.
Plenty of expectation on this woman, Carlota Ciganda, this week, playing in front of home crowd. She always makes the journey back whenever possible. Gets it back to 1 over.
Yeah, lost in the playoff here for the inaugural Estrella Damm Mediterranean Ladies Open. Lost in that playoff, which, of course, Florentina Parker won. And here's another German that might fancy lifting the trophy.
Well, currently we've got 4 Germans inside the top 12 in the Order of Merit, and they're really pushing each other along. Olivia Cowan, Funstuck, and Caroline Lampert. I just get the feeling that there's just a great breath of young talent coming through the German ranks.
Yeah, the big surprise is they're all in the top 12 of the Order of Merit. None of them have won yet.
True.
So you're expecting one of them to have a breakthrough.
Cool. Kylie Henry at 17, 174 yards today. Pin in a very accessible spot.
Oh.
Hang on.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, so close.
Yeah, sorry, Patty, I thought you just scored.
Yeah, I like that one. 34th on the Order of Merit this year. Kylie, 2-time winner on the LET. Nearly with a 1.
Yeah, she might have been able to buy a boat. I don't know about that. But it's beautiful here, isn't it? Right on top of the Mediterranean. It's a fantastic spot. We talked about the Germans. Laura Funstuck, 67 to close in France to finish tied 5th. And that's another decent effort, going very nicely. Top of the leaderboard, 3 under par.
Now for Henry in the conversion to get back to level par for the day. Now we've had incredible scoring in the last 2 editions of this event. We've had 62, 63s. It's not going to be like this year.
What was Anne Van Dam, 26 under?
Yes, and you know what, she absolutely motored home, but it's really a totally different test like we talked about earlier.
Yeah, Ciganda was reckoning maybe even 12, 13 under could win it. Oh, Sana Nuutinen, who's been playing nicely, actually, the Finn, with a bonus birdie there to get to 1 over. 2T start, Alison, a bit strange this week. 8th and 1st of the 2T starts.
It's the 3rd time we're here. It's the 3rd different routing of the golf course we've seen as well. Oh, just shaves by for Laura Funchtuk. No, they've just been experimenting a little bit. Last time we finished on the par 3, the 15th down by the water, but we're back at the site of the 18th right here.
Marta Yorka, the only amateur in the field. The 19-year-old came through the Monday qualifier. 3 players came through from that, so a great experience. She's going along pretty well. She was 2 under earlier in her round.
Just to tidy up here. No trouble for Laura Funchtuk. Lives just outside of Frankfurt. A couple of the other girls are more Hamburg-based. Apparently it's very rainy there, I've learnt today. Lena Newman-Par. For par. In it goes at 18.
Shame she's not Nina Newman birdie.
Wouldn't fit it on the leaderboard. No, gets her, well, keeps her at level par, I should say. The weight of expectation on the shoulders of Esther Henseleit. She's just been struggling a little bit with her swing, I'd say, in the last 2 months. It just looked a little bit looser than it did earlier on in the year when she was full of confidence, as she should have been.
But here she is playing with Carlotta Saganda, Katrina Matthew, and she could follow Saganda. It's a nice tee shot as well, in becoming just the 3rd player to win the Order of Merit Rookie of the Year race in the same year. Laura Davis the other.
It's exciting. You know what? And she's just the top 10 machine. We've got a couple of them as well. Olivia Cowan should be put in that same conversation, but Esther's just been playing some incredible golf this year.
Just to stay on track for Yorka.
Yeah, nicely done. 5 wins on the local Spanish Amateur Tour.
Thank you. We'll play. See you tomorrow.
She's quite clearly a very tidy player, part of the Spanish national team as well, so great to have some amateur presence here. So back to 15.
Just to get within 1 for Henseleit. 3 under still. Best out there so far today, despite the fact, I mean, there's hardly really any breeze around. They're going to get there.
And that's not normal around this golf course. Usually the breeze gets up to at least a 2-club wind in the afternoon. They've been really ideal conditions. Golf course just baring its teeth. If you're off the fairway, as mentioned, you're going to struggle to try and hit the green in 2.
Saw Yorka in here, played it nicely. Isabel Bueno, one of 16 French players in the field.
16 Spaniards in the field as well, I believe. This one of them.
The favourite, the world number 12. It's hard sometimes to get your feet back on the ground after being part of such a special team. Wow. But that's the kind of golf she's really been playing the last couple of years now, Carlotta.
How about Camille Chevalier? Tied 3rd last time we were in Spain at the La Reserva de Sotogrande back in May.
So this is 7th. This is her final hole of the day. And I tell you what, she could end it in style. That left for eagle.
Ooh. Yeah, 2 drop shots in the last 4 holes for Chevalier, so that'd be a pretty nice way to finish.
No birdies on the back 9 for Bueno, but just to avoid a drop shot. Yep. Well done. 72 for the French player, former Ladies Scottish Open champion.
It's been a little quiet since that win in 2016, but not by personality at least. Oh, how crafty was that? You'd expect nothing less from Katrina Matthew.
You think Carlotta's still calling her captain today?
Well, I know Carlotta, actually, she took a week off in Spain, back home in Pamplona. She's got an apartment there and just tried to relax, but she said she ate too much. She went out with friends too much. And no, just kind of getting back in the swing of it now.
I saw Chevalier hit a cracking shot into this, what is it, closing par 5 for this group.
And 4 eagles on this hole already today. Maybe an outside chance to increase that tally. Playing as the easiest hole on the golf course, the 7th. of the shortest par 5s on the course.
Well, the only birdie so far today has come at the other par 3 on this back nine, the 10th. She's got another, and it's been a quiet day, but I mean that takes her just 4 off the lead.
Yeah, and she's yet to find, you know, 5th or 6th gear. I think if she does, Sigunda's going to be a force to be reckoned with, naturally, because she's the favourite, but also just because when she gets her eye in, she's just been struggling a little bit with a left shot recently, so she can iron that out.
It was an important win for her, wasn't it, though, against Danielle Kang, first out on Sunday.
Early points on the board for the Capitano, Matthew.
I think she's not averse to being skipper again. 2021 in Toledo, Ohio. We shall see.
No one's disagreeing with that choice, I don't think. A lovely captain she was. Now, big moment here for Funchtuk. Ooh.
That was for the outright lead. Stefana Avanzo already in the clubhouse at 3 under par. I think, yeah. Now she's got company. Birdie to finish for Laura Funchtuk, 3 under par. Birdied 16, Beth Allen, so another on the 3 under mark.
She's been working with a new mental coach this year, Kyle Morris.
Yeah, well, she's obviously put whatever happened last week to the back of her mind superbly well. As did Emily Pedersen, given her start, but what a finish. 4 over after 4 holes, she shot level par.
She's hitting the ball so well, and you know, you just have to say, if it's around the greens, if she holds a couple of putts, generally it's pretty tidy stuff. Same could be said of this Norwegian, Marianne Skarpnord. Had a run of 3 top 7s. Thailand, the Access Series, and then in France in the middle of the year. Just fallen a little off the wayside. Now, Chevalier.
Yeah, equal putts all round at 7. And another one goes. Another one to get to level par for Train. Whistles past. 3 pretty good scores there all round.
Super solid.
Yeah, level par, you're going to be right in it heading into day 2.
No, you wouldn't think that'd be too far back. The way this golf course is playing, the greens are really firm, getting less run on the fairway.
3rd on the Order of Merit after her win in Australia earlier this year as well, Skarpnord.
She's just been playing some incredibly solid golf. Her golf swing looks really sound. She has quite an upright plane, but keeps the club in front of her well. Doesn't make too many mistakes.
Now that's the way to get around. It's a little bumpy though.
Right, to get to 4 under par, Beth Allen.
Oh,
She's putted beautifully today.
So she'll stay at 3 under. 1 hole to play. Clear that anything under par this year will have you very well placed. 64 led the way on day 1 12 months ago. 68 the mark right now. 2016 Order of Merit champion Beth Allen parred the last to make it a 3-way tie at 3 under par. More from Sitges in a very short while. Sparkling day in Sitges for this 3rd edition of the Estrella Damm Mediterranean Ladies Open at the Club de Golf Terramar. Birdie start for Ellie Gibbons, back at 1 under now.
Always has such a tidy action. She's actually, for someone that's not very tall, she's a really good ball striker, Ellie, when she gets it going. 21st here last year. That one just going off the left of 17.
side of the course and gets herself to 1 under. How consistent a player is she becoming?
Yeah, she's having a great year. Like we said earlier, the only thing that she's been missing is a win. She's had a 5th, a 6th and a 3rd in her last 3 starts on tour, including 2 top 25s in this event. So proven form around this layout, even though it is playing a little bit differently at the moment.
And Becky Morgan started the day with 4 threes. 2 of them were birdies. Gone back to level par now. Big week for her next week, isn't it, Ali?
Yeah, heading back to Delhi Golf Club. Well, not Delhi Golf Club, I should say DLF. That's where the last one I played was at.
It's in Delhi, though.
It is in Delhi, yeah.
Where she, of course, won her maiden LET title.
Pretty tidy there from Givens.
Yeah, very nice. Should hopefully save her part. Now, great to see Beatrice Riccari back on the Ladies European Tour for the first time since 2010. LET, winner, of course, 3 times on the LPGA Tour.
Nice to see her back out, taking a couple of months off. Just, you know, life off the course, never finishes, but it's good to see her back in Spain, like you said.
Very nice from Givens, who was one of those who started at 8. 8th year now as a professional, still looking for that breakthrough. Took Becky Morgan a while.
It did. Yeah, that for birdie as well. It's an interesting grouping, this, with Ashok, Riccari and Becky Morgan. They're all 3 really similar players, and they don't get to play with players that are like themselves very often, so they're similar distance off the tee, all really good putters as well. That one paying off there for Morgan.
Sign that the breeze has just picked up a little bit here. So the Vikstrom 3 over. Well, deserves the applause she got. Very nice. Not quite Solheim Cup roars, but nonetheless. Now, Riccari to get under par.
A tough putt this, actually. A little slider downhill left to right. Walks it in. It's what she was known for when she was playing her best golf, when she was part of the Solheim Cup in 2013. One of the best putters on tour. Had to catch lunch.
Yeah, and great. I mean, where they are right now on the 17th, they get a good view of the Mediterranean. Yeah, very nice. So the Finn moves to 2 over par. She won a few times, didn't she, early on in her career on the Axis Series. 3 times. I think 1 or 2 of them as an amateur.
It's always a little bit different when you're playing for the big money. But there's an eagle chance for Cowan. Yeah, not bad. A couple of big opportunities, really, on the par 5s. 7, 12 as well. That hole playing the 2nd easiest on the course.
That's our first look at Emmy Ronan. French player started bogey, double bogey, so 3 over par after 2 holes. Back to level. I think that one's found the sand.
So can Cowan tidy up for her birdie? You don't want to let those chances run you by. There's a few of them out on the golf course. So, first birdie of the back 9. Nice bounce back as well from the bogey at 11.
Every reason to smile when you're 5th on the order of merit. To the 5th hole now with Ellie Givens.
Comes from Darlington, up a couple of hours north of London. She's actually been doing some recruiting for college with Pro Dream USA and been going around to a lot of amateur events. She went to college herself at the University of Denver, so trying to kind of pay it forward to the next generation. That one, yeah, not maybe out of the centre. Still playing some tidy golf.
Good to to see Aditi Ashok coming back, playing a couple of weeks in Europe. Of course, we've got 2 Indian women's now in the LET. She's being joined by Diksha Daga. That's a good blow there. 2 good hits at 12. Well, maybe too good a hit in the end.
A little length coming back.
Didn't actually go in the bunker.
Another player that went to college in the USA, University of Minnesota.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year last year on the Axis Series, finished 7th on the order end, so she got a playing status for this year on the LET.
Long range now for Givens. She'll probably be happy with 2.
Certainly now.
Looks as much.
Similar kind of length, isn't it, for Aditi Ashok?
Hasn't had a coach for about 18 months now, Aditi. She's an incredibly wise head on young shoulders. And she's just kind of been doing her own thing.
They can't be working too badly in Arkansas on the LPGA Tour. A few weeks back, a couple of months ago, she went all 3 rounds without dropping a shot. Takes some doing. Nicely done by Peronen.
Just get the feeling there's a real opportunity out there if someone can take advantage of the kinder conditions today.
Well, 3 under, still leading the way. Givens, of course, joining those leaders, but she slips back to 2 under. Just a second drop shot of the day, annoying when it's a 3-putt, although it was from length.
Now, Ricari. She's made some yardage today on the greens. Beautifully done.
So 1 under par for Ricari. It's a 3 under par leading the way, and Edgar Morse has caught up with one of our 3 co-leaders.
So a round of 3 under, how would you assess your day?
Solid. I putt really well, which was nice for a change because that's been a bit of a struggle. So my pace was really good, which is important around here. So yeah, and when I missed fairways, I had good lies. So I never really had to chop it out because it is quite thick out there. So got a bit of luck too.
Well, certainly not the scoring we saw last year. Tougher conditions. 68 the low score. Krista Bacco shot a 63 in the final round last year, going well in Sitges again. Esther Cowan making it, I should say Olivia Cowan making it 3 Germans inside the top 10, but it's Allen, Avanzo and Funchstuck at the top. More from the northeast coast of Spain coming up for you at the Estrella Dam Mediterranean Ladies Open tomorrow.